Today we are going to start an online test in Eduphoria. First, once you're in Eduphoria, launch Aware. From this screen, the Analyze tab, you're going to click on Test Available. Once you've clicked on Test Available, any test that you have that you can start will show up in the center window. You'll see the name of the test and what type of test it is. If you have a lot of teacher tests, you might want to filter. You can use any of the filters on the side. Today we're looking for a district assessment, so to have only the district assessments show on your screen, you would filter by clicking District Assessment, and then only those assessments that are active will show on your screen. Now we're going to start the online test proctoring. First, you need to go over to the icon that when you hover over it says Online Test Proctoring. Click that icon. It becomes a check mark to tell you that online test proctoring is now available for the selected test. Now we need to turn it on for each of the students. You can either click where it says Online Test Proctoring at the top, or you can click the name of the test. Both ways will take you to the same place. When you click Online Test Proctoring, it will take you to a list of all the courses that you have that are assigned to potentially take the test. You can then open each one, and you'll see all of your students listed, and you can either start all at this point, or if you only had some students you wanted to take the test, you could select them. Once you've selected some of them, you have the option of start all or start selected. You also have some other options here. You can turn on the supports. So to turn on supports, you click the little pencil under supports where it says none, or it might say that they already have a support. So you click the little pencil, and then you can see additional supports that have to be turned on for a student to have access to it. Right now, there are 3 available in Aware: text-to-speech, spelling assistance, or Spanish. You would turn on Spanish if it is a child who's taking a Spanish test who needs text-to-speech, so that they will have the option to have their text-to-speech in Spanish. Make your changes and click Save. If the child has it already turned on, you can turn it off by just clicking the button and click Save. That would turn it off. So on, to turn on, click the pencil, click the button to turn it on, click Save, and it now shows that this child has text-to-speech turned on. That's how you know it will be available to them when they launch their tests. You also have a copy student login URL up at the top. So after you have started it, you can just copy that URL and you can send that out to the students. Then they can go ahead and access that. When the student logs in, they're going to go to the URL and it will look like this. Their student ID is their 6-digit student ID. So if your student has a leading 0, they do need to include the 0. And then the password is the mascot for your campus. All lowercase, plural. So for Big Country, it's Bears. For Elm Creek, it's Explorers. For Scobie, it's Tigers. And for Bob Hope, it's all stars, no spaces, no capitals. Once they go log, so the student puts in their 6-digit user ID, and they put in their password. They click log in. And now when they log in, they're going to see any tests that they have available, and they simply click on the test and they start taking it. You'll notice that if text-to-speech is turned on,
which fraction shows,
they'll be able to hear it. And then if there is anything on the answers, they can also click the speak button and have the answer read to them. So they have several choices there if they have text-to-speech turned on. So they can change the speech options, they can change the volume and the speed, the gender, and if they're taking Spanish, they can choose Spanish. They can also change the color. So if they need a yellow overlay, they can change that background color to yellow, whatever color they need. They have those options. Everyone has that option. Everyone can zoom up or down. There are a few other tools that they have. They can add a note. So if they wanted to write notes, they could write them here. They can either trash them or make them smaller as needed. Open them back up if they needed that. There is a question guide which shows them how many questions they have, and if the circle is not filled in, then they haven't answered that, and it also tells them how many they've answered, and it can also show them which ones they wrote notes on. They can also flag a question if they're not sure, they want to come back to it later, they can flag it, and then to go to the next question, they simply click on the next number to go to the next question. When they go back to their question guide, they can see that they have question 1 is flagged. So it's not down here with the unanswered. If they need to exit for some reason and come back later, they can do the exit test. And once they have finished the test, they want to click review and submit. I hope this has answered any questions you might have about what it looks like for the student as they complete an online test. And please feel free to reach out to the assessment department if you have any additional questions. Have a great day and happy testing.